What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to 2K with the Popboy. It's Jay, and I'm back with the last defensive settings video for 2K18. That's right, we're just about all the way through these things. We just got this one little teeny tiny one down here at the bottom, the extend pressure setting. You know I can't leave any stone unturned, so I had to test this one out. Of course, keep everything coming, keep the comments coming. Let me know if you guys have any questions about this one, any of the defensive settings. By the way, the playlist link is in the description if you've missed any of the previous vids on any of these other settings. They're in there, so go check them out. I appreciate all your great feedback on this whole series, guys. You guys have been amazing. I'm really excited for next year for 2K19. Like I said, we're going to be on these a lot earlier next year, so we'll have a lot more time to enjoy having good realistic defensive settings. But like I said, we got this one little one down here left at the bottom, the extend pressure setting, so let's go. Alright, so the first thing about this setting, you'll notice that it's kind of grayed out down here. You can't move it, you can't do shit with it. That's because you can't set the extend pressure setting for all the players. Okay, you have to hit R2, L2, and go to a specific player, like the point guard, the primary ball handler for the other team, of course. Now you're going to see it's going to light up here when I select Jeff Teague. Once we get past automatic, there's really two options. Very simple, yes, no. Okay, do we want to have our primary ball handler defender, our point guard, defend their point guard in the backcourt, or do we not want to have him do that? Do we want to have him pick him up once he gets past half court? Okay, it's really simple, straightforward what I was testing for in this. Basically, how good is the AI point guard defender at doing this? Okay, if we choose to extend the pressure, we're going to want to make sure that he can do it well and do it consistently, and we want to make sure that extending this pressure isn't going to put our defense in a compromised position. And to really figure this out, of course, I had to test it with several different defenders against several different ball handlers. Okay, I ran tons of iterations to figure out exactly, you know, what happens with this setting with different matchups. So let's see. Let's take a look at the tape here. So clearly right here I have really good on really good. Okay, Patrick Beverly, really good on ball defender. John Wall, really good ball handler, really quick, can blow by. So we can see with this kind of matchup, it's alright. I mean, he guards him in the backcourt pretty good. Bumps him a little bit. Does a pretty good job of staying in front of him. Not really accomplishing a ton. You know, sometimes he'll really get up in and pressure him, or he'll kind of play off him like this and just kind of mirror him as he dribbles the ball up the floor. I don't know, trying to turn him once or twice. Not really much point. But either way, not really much to speak of on either end there. So next I wanted to see, you know, how does a defender like Patrick Beverly do when he has a huge advantage in the matchup. So I got him against Trey Burke here. And honestly, it's a lot of the same. Maybe he bumps him a little bit more, makes him take a little bit longer to get up the floor. But as you can see here, I mean, it's honestly not much. I mean, it's not like he's dominating him, making him stumble all over the place, making him lose the ball. And even when he has a good matchup, he'll kind of play off of him like this. Again, you saw him do this against John Wall, just kind of mirroring him up the floor, not really doing much. So I don't know what the point of it is. If you have a great matchup, you might as well go pressure him, see if you can make something happen. So again, with a really good on-ball defender, really regardless of the matchup, not really much to speak of. Okay, either way, he's not really going to make it super tough on the ball handler. He's not really going to poke the ball free or get steals. That hardly happens at all. But you'll see as the defender, even with an advantageous matchup, he does get blown by some. It's not a ton, but it does happen some, even when you have a really favorable matchup. I mean, we see Trey Burke go right by Patrick Beverly here. But I will say that even with a great on-ball defender like this, you are more likely to get blown by than you are to poke the ball free or get a steal. At best, you're going to make him, you know, kind of stumble, make him take a little bit longer to get up the floor. Not really ever long enough to get an 8-second call, though, so I don't really know what the point of that is unless you just want to delay, you know, them getting into their offense. So in terms of the risk-reward, you know, I don't think we'd really want to put this on yes, but there is a bigger problem with this setting. When you put it on yes, you have the AI pressure in the backcourt. So when you have this on yes, your defender, who's supposed to be guarding their point guard in the backcourt, as you can see here, here, after your team makes a basket, he doesn't stay in the backcourt. Okay, he goes and runs back across half court, and then he comes charging back up the floor to pick up the ball handler. Okay, this is just dumb. It's so unrealistic. Not what happens in real life at all. Anytime you're picking up somebody full court, you make a bucket, you're just gonna stay there and guard him and contest the inbound pass, try to steal the inbound pass, and then once he catches the inbound pass, you guard him. I don't know why they do this, but it happens quite a bit, and it makes it easier for any ball handler to blow by your defender. I mean, you take a look at this. How dumb does this look? It's as if he forgot that he's supposed to be pressuring full court and says, "Oh shit, I gotta go sprint down the floor and pick him up. I forgot I was supposed to pressure full court." So it looks dumb. It is dumb. Just makes no sense. And it makes it more likely that he's going to get blown by. He's not going to be able to stay in front of the ball handler because he's got all that momentum going one way, and he's got to stop on a dime and try to stay in front of the ball handler. So that's what I hate the most about this setting. And that's with an elite defender too. I mean, what if we have like DJ Augustine here on Russell freaking Westbrook? It's not pretty. I wouldn't put this setting on, yes, even with a favorable matchup, let alone a matchup like this. So I don't know, it's one of the weird things about the AI with this setting, with pressuring full court. The offensive player definitely has an easier time when he's outmatched against a better defender compared to when the defender is overmatched by a great offensive player. He has a much tougher time. And you'll notice when you don't have a favorable matchup and he's pressing full court, the AI will commit quite a few more blocking fouls as well. I would say the only ways, if you want to guard somebody in the backcourt, is to either do it yourself, or another way, of course, is you can put a press on. So if you actually run a press defense, then your defenders will stay in the backcourt. They won't be charging all the way up from way the hell down there. And of course, you have multiple defenders in the backcourt, and they're running the scheme, so that's fine. But in terms of having the AI just have one defender guard one ball handler in the backcourt like this, which is what this setting is for, that's a no. Okay guys, so there it is. That's what we're going to want to do for sure. And of course, if you enjoyed the vid, you found this helpful, please pop the hell out of that like button down below for me. It's just going to help the channel grow and I can do more for y'all in the future. So much more I want to do in the future. Of course, for 2K19, like I said, we're going to have these defensive settings. We're going to fire them up way early, alright? And I'm going to get into these things pretty much right away. I mean, of course, when the game first comes out, I'm testing a shit ton of things, but I'm going to get into these things pretty much right away. And of course, you guys probably know I am testing stuff pretty much year-round, so we're going to have more coming up on the channel this summer. So if you're new to the channel, you can subscribe down below. You can hit your notifications on. Then you'll know this summer whenever I got an upload out. We're going to have some more stuff on 2K18 and some stuff on 2K19 as well. So make sure to do that if you haven't already. Keep yourself in the loop and hit me up if you need anything, of course. But other than that, I think I'm out for now, guys. But I hope to see all you guys back here next time on 2K with the Popboy.